Hi Stampers and Crafters, this is Lene Rue, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming to you from Owatonna, Minnesota. I thought I'd jump on real quick. I had a few minutes before I need to go to work, and I thought I would like to show you how to make this coneflower card. It's a little bit different than our usual card, and it's going to be featuring Coneflower Celebrations, texture notes, but only the dies. So first I'm going to go over a few housekeeping rules. Once again, I'm going to go over the rewards plan that Stampin' Up! Now has. For every order over $20, you receive 10% rewards to use on future orders. You have up to a year to use them. You can use them all at once, or you can use them as you go. Orders will come to you, so there is no host code anymore. If you need any help setting up an online account, please let me know. I would be happy to help you. Now, this includes everything that you order from Stampin' Up! The Paper Pumpkin kits, monthly subscription, or the kits that they have on their website, all are rewards accountable. So the Paper Pumpkin subscription is $27 a month. You can get that monthly. You can buy a prepaid for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. With the 3 months, you get a $6 reward. With the 6 months, you get a $12 reward. And with the 12 months, you get a $24 reward. So it's like getting a kit free. With the Paper Pumpkin subscription, if you get it monthly, you can always skip a month, skip a couple months. You have control of that. If you do the prepaid for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, you will get those all every month. You cannot stop and start them. Also, if you spend $40 before shipping or handling during this month, you will qualify for either a free class, in-house class, or I will give you a gift, either embellishments or possibly a refill kit. So let's get started. I'm going to start with a piece of cardstock that's 5.5 by 4.25. And then we are going to adhere a piece of Timid Tiger cardstock. We're going to adhere that right onto that crumb cake piece that's 5.5 by 4.25. Now you can see that I cut the flower out of here. So you can just cut that one out of there. You won't get the big one, but you can get the little one. And we're going to cover that up so nobody will see it. So it's utilizing our cardstock. Now, if you ever have your Tombow glue plug, like I did, because I didn't have it closed tightly, you can take one of these T-pins and get it going again, and then I just keep it right in here so that it's always there. It's getting close to the end, I think. Might need to get a new one. Okay, I think we will be getting a new one here. Excuse me for a second. Okay. There we go. Now this is just one of our embellishment lids, and I put some hot glue in there, and then I put the cap in there so I can always use that. I just find that a little handier to use that way. Okay, there you have that. Then I took a piece of crumb cake cardstock that's 3 3/4 by 5, and I ran it through our embossing folder, corrugated embossing folder, and then we will add that on there. And we will place it over the Timid Tiger. It's one of our new in colors. Then I took a piece of cardstock that's 5.5 by 8 1/4, or 8.5, and you can get 2 out of this. Now, when you stamp it, the die will match up with only one side. So I stamped in Versamark, and then you end up with this. And then we're going to take that and fold that like that. And you have like a little note card. Before I put that on there, I'm going to, excuse me, use some Secret Sea. I like it. It's darker than gray, but it's not as dark as black. Let me see here. Then I'm going to place that right on the inside. It says Celebrating You. We're going to lay that aside for a minute. And then I'm going to I took the leaves dies, and I ran them through with adhesive sheets on the back. And I'm going to take a little bit of Tombow, and we are going to place this and then we are going to place this over the top. Put a little Tombow on the back of this one. We will hold that down like that. Let it give it some time to adhere. Then I'm going to take some dimensionals and this will get placed right there. I'm going to use a little bigger dimensionals. Pop that up a little bit. I bend this a little bit because that pops up those little the dimensionals that are on there. Kind of cuts them to make it look a little fuzzy. And there you have your flower. Now, I'm going to place these. I'm going to get my silicone mat here. And we'll lay those like that. We will remove the backing. Sometimes it's hard to get that started. There we go. Pulls off the back. Now you can make these 2 different colors of green, which I'll show you on my next card that I will post in a couple days. Okay, now we will add them to the card. Put a little bit of, with Tombow, you don't need a lot of glue. It adheres pretty well. Okay, we'll place that like that. And then I'll show you a little bit of trick with the watercoloring. What you can do is take a clear block, place it on the ink pad of your choice, the color that you would like. I'm using Timid Tiger. And then I'm going to take my Wink of Stella. So I stamped this on here with Secret C. Hope you can see that okay. And then I just take this and watercolor. And you can make it as dark or as light as you would like. You could do some shading just by going over it more. It's a great way too, if you don't have blends of that color or a marker of that color. A Wink of Stella gives you a little sparkle. At the same time, adding some color. And it's very versatile because you can use any color then. Because you already have the ink. And then you just take a paper towel, clean it off, and it's good to go. I also used a little bit of the Secret C on there and ended up with a pretty little butterfly like that. Now I'm not sure if you can see the sparkle, but it is a pretty little sparkle. Okay, I got a little hasty here. I'm going to see if I can remove this. Usually with dimensionals, if you just pick it up slowly, it'll work. Okay, now we'll put this on there. I meant to do that. But now you know you can remove it and put that on there if that ever happens to you. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put a little more Tombow on the dimensionals where the paper is. And that will help it adhere. As we say, there's no mistake in scrap crafting. There's different ways to do things. Take that little bit off there. And there, we fixed that. Now I'm going to take this. I stamped It's Your Day from the Cohen. It has all these sentiments here. Really nice sentiments. You made my day. It's your day. I love that I've known you for so many birthdays. I'm sorry I missed your special day. Let's extend the celebration. Thank you. Celebrating you. Happy belated birthday. Along with the flower. Then we're going to add this to the card. I'm putting it down flat. Whoop. As long as it doesn't stick to my finger. And then I'm going to add a dimensional to the back of the butterfly. And I'm just going to curve it a little bit to give it some dimension. And I will put that right there. You want to keep it inside that edge because otherwise it won't fit in the envelope. And then what I'm going to do is clean off my Winkostella. You just go like that, clean it off on the paper towel. Then I'm just going to add some Winkostella to the don't know if you can see that, but it just adds a little something something to that. And there you could leave it like that, celebrating you. Or you could go one step farther, and if you want a place to write on the back, I took one of these. So these are from the Textured Notes. And these are all different sizes of frames. And I used the third largest and cut out a piece of basic white cardstock. And then you can just adhere it here, and it gives you a place to write on the back. Sign your name. You could put the recipient's name on there. So here's your sizes of cardstocks: 5.5 by 4.25, 4 by 5.25, 3.25 by 3 3/4 by 5. And then you just layer them up. Now the next card I'm going to show you, not today, is this one. So stay tuned. And remember, right now, Stampin' Up's promotion is, excuse me, promotion is buy one suite, get one half off, which is a very, very good deal. If you have any questions about any of that, please let me know. That's until June 30th. Otherwise, until then, happy stamping. Have a great day.